Alright, my name is Brianna Hawthorne, and my presentation is about the mistreatment and chronic lack of empathy towards fish. So, what I usually like to think about is there's a common question of, do fish even feel pain? We love to go fishing, catch a fish on a hook, snap a picture of the catch, and throw it back into the water. This is fun for us, this is exciting. Now, what I love to compare it to is, would you take a deer that you shot in the leg, pose with it for a photo while it's still actively in pain, and then leave it? The reason why we don't relate these two to each other is because the way that fish is expressing pain is different than how we recognize pain. So the psychology behind this is, when you think of that fish that's on a hook, its gills are flapping, they're gasping, they're flailing around, they're flopping. That fish is trying to explain to you that they are in pain, that what is happening to them hurts. None of these responses to us really express pain because as mammals, we relate more to something of the response of a dog or a deer or a bear that may moan or cry or whimper when inflicted a similar pain. So we relate way more heavily to those creatures. A huge example of this disconnect and discrimination is what some people know as the Jaws epidemic, which is when there was the release of the Jaws movie and we saw a huge increase of people murdering sharks, murdering them. Because after this movie, they felt like sharks were these mindless man-eaters who just wandered the sea and just would kill humans for no reason. A huge reason for this is because we don't relate fish as to having intelligence, even though for the fish and its environment and its needs, they're highly intelligent, and sharks are highly intelligent. But we don't relate a lot of their intelligence to what we value. Whereas like mammals and humans may value intelligence like technology, communication skills, and things that are helpful to us on land. Fish might have navigation skills, they might have camouflage skills, they might be able to communicate with each other and we just can't understand. And so we don't hold those creatures to having a high intelligence or relating to them at all. Whereas man's best friend, dogs, who are actually a billion times deadlier than sharks, who usually have an average of 1 death a year in comparison to dogs, hundreds of deaths a year. But we feel more heavily related to dogs. We empathize with them more. They are our best friends. So it's okay. In conclusion, just because fish don't express the same type of pain response or intelligence as us, doesn't mean that they lack intelligence or pain. Fish are beautiful creatures that deserve respect and empathy just like any other animal. They get killed in unbelievable masses and no one stops to wonder if it's in ethical ways, the same way that they would with chickens, cows, and pigs. Fish deserve better. Here's my reference list. And no, I'm not a vegan.